Hey there, YouTubes. This is Grimweird coming at you with another Secret World video. Today we're going to take a look at fast travel between zones. This is the Agartha Hollow World area of the Secret World, which is basically a big transit hub. And so this is where you appear when you use your Agartha conduit, which is a clicky that lets you teleport to Agartha from anywhere in the Secret World on a, I think, 30-minute cooldown. This is also where you zone into Agartha from the starting cities. We've got Seoul, Korea on the right, we've got London in the middle, and we've got New York City there on the left. So if you've played the game at all, you're probably already familiar with how to get to Kingsmouth. You just run straight ahead, a little portal here appears, and you zoom along the branch to the Kingsmouth station, and then you keep running along that branch to get to the Savage Coast station, and then out here in the distance is the Blue Mountain station. So this is the Solomon Islands branch. If you follow it all the way out to the end here, there will be a little portal that takes you to the start of the Egypt branch, the second two zones in the game. But we don't want to have to run all the way down this branch to get to Egypt. So we are going to just jump down here. So this stamp branch down here is the Egypt branch. So we can just jump down to it. Now we're at the start of the Egypt branch. And we can run back over to the start to activate this portal. And zoom. Here we are at the Scorched Desert. And then of course we can continue along this to the city of the Sun God. And you might notice Kingsmouth is up here, so if you ever for any reason need to go from Kingsmouth to City of the Sun God, you can just actually jump down from that branch, but I don't usually use that very often. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go back to the start. Whenever you need to go back to the start, you can just jump off, and you can ignore some of these branches. Whenever you fall down far enough, it just sends you back to the beginning. So here we are back at the spawn point with London, Seoul, and New York City. So now you know you can run out this branch for the Solomon Island zones, and you can jump off over by New York City. Again, just sort of line yourself up straight with that branch, run off, and that's the start of Egypt. But what about Transylvania, the other three zones? For that, you need to run off this side, and this jump's pretty easy, so I'm just gonna jump here. It might take you some practice to know exactly where to land. But the next jump is a bit trickier because that below us is the start of the Transylvania line, and it's far enough down that if you miss it, you'll have to go back to the start. So one thing about this branch real quick, there is an Agartha lore that's right about here, so you can run out and pick that up. And again, from here we can see the Transylvania branch. That is the besieged farmlands, that is the shadowy forest, and that is the Carpathian fangs. You can actually jump off over here and head straight for the besieged farmlands, but I find that jump is a bit difficult to make reliably. So usually what I do is I run to the center of this, so I've jumped down onto this from the Seoul area, then I turn off my sprint, and then I just sort of edge off, and boom. It's a little close to the edge, but as long as you remember to turn off your sprint, you shouldn't have too much problem hitting that. Then turn sprint back on, and zoom. We are at besieged farmlands. And of course you can continue on down this branch to get to the other Transylvania zones. So there you go. That's sort of just a quick how to get around fast in these in the Agartha branches. And I hope you found that helpful. And happy travels. See you later.